Family, look, y'all, got admirers out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got admirers out there, sweetheart. You know, that's for ladies. Okay. Um, Look, right now, man, you're just getting out the mud and you're kind of intimidating people. Which, again, this is not your problem. You know, I'm gonna start titling these a little bit differently. I'll start titling the videos kind of like the spiritual people are titling them. You know, we'll talk about what the gossip is about you, right? Because that's pretty much what's going on, right? Anytime they're talking about you, that's gossip. And the gossip on you right now is you're something else. You're something special, and it's hard to approach you. And apparently, it's even harder to figure you out. Now, why are people trying to figure you out? I don't know. I don't try to figure out anybody. But I guess it makes life easier for people to try to figure out people. You guys do me a favor, smash that like button, you know, drop any comment you want. And listen, it bothers people when they see someone that's attractive, well-spoken, seem to have it together. Now, you can get online and tell them all day long about the trials and tribulations and the work and the effort and everything it takes to get you to where you are. They're still just looking at the results and just being like, oh, it just seems like this good-looking guy or this gorgeous woman that has everything fall in their lap. They don't care what you've been through. That's why I keep telling y'all we cannot worry about what others think, because I'm putting all of my journey online and I still have haters acting like I just woke up like this, like it wasn't work. It makes life easier on them to think that God is just giving you things and it wasn't hard work, because if they think about it, they'll feel like they're not doing enough. And no one wants to feel like a failure. And you kind of make these people feel that way. I was watching a video earlier of this guy, this young dude, like 23 or 24. He was reacting to a at 20v1 dating show. They had a doctor on there, and it's this black dude they keep having on there. And you know what I'm saying? This dude was doing this thing, and this guy that was reacting to him was flipping out. He was just going off, and you know, when you watched it long enough, you could tell that it's because he's insecure about the way that he speaks. Because he kept talking about the way the doctor talked. He was like, God, this nerdy, sassy. I'm like, oh man, this guy must be raised by a single mother. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, because listen, even if the doctor was a little bit whatever, you know, animated or whatnot, he has to have his professional voice. And he said he just got back from a surgery or whatever, fixing some teeth. He was a dentist or whatever. But this dude just kept going off about how he talked and about if he was him, he'd take whatever woman he could get. This dude was attacking this man's personality. What's going on, Mike? He was attacking this man's personality from a place of sensitivity. It struck a nerve how this man talked. I guess it maybe reminded him of the prospects his single mother had brought around that were well-spoken and he knew were only going to be there and smash and dash. So this guy is triggered as hell, and that's why I keep trying to be, I'll be a little bit softer and a little bit more kind towards the younger generation, because I don't want y'all to build malice towards us. Like this guy, he kept throwing like little old guy shades, like, oh, this guy's 39, he's 39-year-old guy, this 40-year-old guy's old guy. He kept saying these little weird little jabs, and and it's a doctor, right? So he's like taking them, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing getting upset at the way this man speaks? Definitely was coming from a triggering place. The point I'm saying is, no matter how much your haters try to disguise it, their specific insecurity that's being triggered, the demon that's being triggered whenever you speak and move, they will always tell you through what they say. So I was only watching them because I'm trying to get caught up on to see what these male haters are doing and how they move, right? And you can always tell if somebody raised by a single mother, because I don't mean to like throw too much shade at that, because some people can get out the trap, trust me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys got the trap being raised by a single mother. But this dude was being really emotional about the way the man spoke, and you don't do that. You also don't try to impress another guy with your truck, man. I don't know what's going on in life around here, man. You know what I'm saying? But you don't worry about what another man is doing, and I can tell that there's a lack of masculinity in the young man's life for him to be going off on it. It's like, it's the way that he was going off is like, man, wishing that daddy was around, huh? And I mean, you know what? I got to rearrange what I'm doing. I don't want the young bucks to feel like we're attacking them, because we're all trying to get the same thing here. You know what I mean? And we understand a lot of single motherhood is going on, and we can't really, we don't want you guys to feel singled out. Not your fault, whatever. I was just watching because this guy, he was so upset he couldn't get his words out. He was stumbling over his words. He was so upset. You know, like when some people get really upset, their heart beats real fast and they can't even, he was like that upset about it. I'm like, why this dude so mad at another dude? That's what we gotta like get this masculine energy, fellas, back into the atmosphere, this gentlemanly, old school way of masculine energy, where we remind these young men that whenever you're in your emotions about another man, you need to walk away. If it's not nothing worth, going to jail over, which nothing really is, especially the way these young guys are moving, you need to just walk away. There's no need to get so upset, mess your blood pressure up at a young age, man, being worried about what a 39, 40-year-old man does. He's not going to be worried about what you're worried about at all whatsoever. So y'all got to just like, we're working on the same, thing here. Let's get it together. But the point is, he was hating on that man for that man's well-spoken ability, right? Bug landed on me. I'm not a tree, you know what I mean? Yeah, so this man, he was upset with the way this guy was well-spoken, and he had like 20 women. And even though this guy was like bashing this dude, those women still found him attractive. Even though a lot of women are like, oh, you're just arrogant, you're cocky, you're kind of narcissistic, whatever, they still kept saying how fine he was. And I think it really bothered that young dude that he was like, if it was me there, I would. It's not you. It's not you, man. And that's what it is with you. We bring this all together. That's what happens with you. People will watch you at your job, or, most of us on social media, they'll just look at you and just get upset and try to make it make sense with a bunch of babbling, because they don't never want to make it seem like what it is. A hater doing what haters do, right? So he was trying to make all kind of other, he was calling a man sassy. I'm like, oh, a man calling a man sassy without knowing this dude, or the dude going at him or nothing like that, is wild behavior. That is straight single mother, battered woman, broken woman type of talk. So I'm just like, man, it's that level of hate that comes from envy, that's triggered by an insecurity, is heavy. What I said was just heavy. I can't even repeat it. I'm about to watch that back again, right? It's heavy out here in these streets with the way that people find different ways to have a problem with you while you're minding your own business and being great, basking in God's greatness that he gave you. Everyone around you, not everyone, but a lot of people that you don't even know of are just mad, and they're just, they're just simmering, waiting on the opportunity to tell you about yourself, or having an opportunity to be able to let their perspective of you be seen and heard. It's ridiculous while you're out here just doing what you got to do to live your best life. You're in this realm for a very short period of time. We all understand this. And you cannot spend any of your time trying to get along with a bunch of people that were raised differently than you, that have different perspectives. You have demons out there that just want to be contrarians. They just want to go against whatever you're saying. You don't have time to be trying to figure out why this person is disagreeing with you or has something to say about whatever you're doing. You just keep it trucking. And when you do this, people will make the assumption, he thinks he's better than me. She thinks that she's better than us. These are insecurities being triggered by losers who know they're not doing everything in life to get themselves where they need to be. Now, they'll try to find all kind of different ways to disguise it. They might try to disguise it through gaslighting, mimicking, mocking, get a couple of friends and get them to watch you and kiki or whatever. But these are still fans. They're still admiring you. No one wastes time watching something that they don't like. I'm sorry, you can like it or watch it or whatever, but you still like it. I don't waste any time on anything I don't like. I don't hate watch stuff either. Whenever I find something that I can no longer deal with, I cut it completely out of my life. And here's another problem that they have with you, right? You know, you have people out there that will try to associate you and the way you are with the most negative traits or negative personality types possible. So if you're the kind of person that don't let negative, trashy people come in your life and project their perspectives on you, now you're an avoidant, or you exercise Machiavellianism and all this. No, you don't. See, people will try to do their best to try to make you seem like a bad person when you're doing absolutely nothing to anyone. But in order for you to be narcissistic or dark triad in any kind of way, because I study this stuff, and Machiavellian type, you have to be mentally manipulating people. And when you're the kind of person you are, you're not doing anything to anyone. So how in the world could you be on that radar of things? These are insecure people that just can't, I'm telling you what it is. I'm trying to put it in the words best I can. These are the kind of people that feel like they should be important in your life, or at least they feel like you shouldn't be so well guarded to where you should have vulnerabilities and not see opposition coming a mile away. If you understand what I'm saying, they want you to be able to allow people to come in and then figure out what they're up to after they penetrated your defenses, but you don't allow it. You're able to get rid of them a mile away, and they don't even want to come close because they know if they try to get close, you're going to expose them in a way that's going to make them look like the garbage hater they are. So it's best to keep a distance and throw rocks and hide your hand from a distance, right? And try to be really slick and wordsmith with whatever you're saying. But when you're really anointed by God, when you're a seer, you can see through all BS. Now, you will be like, well, I mean, David, maybe kind of, sort of, absolute. Understand what I'm saying to you. Absolute, understand. When you're minding your business and not causing harm to anyone and you're improving yourself daily, how in the world can a person have a problem with you when you admit your faults and you're humble under God? There's nothing wrong with you. They want you to be humble under them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't like how you move in this secure form to where whatever they've done in this realm to build their status and clout don't mean nothing to you because they feel like a peasant in your presence. I'm just going to be real. Your energy is so royal, they feel like a peasant in your presence regardless of how much money you have. Because it's not about what's on you, it's what's in you. Man, I'll be out here. God be doing it, man. Now he picked the right one. You know what I'm saying? He picked the right one. Made sure he got one that had eloquent words. I worked for the White House. Don't play with me about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me about it, okay? They get mad at you for everything that you do, man, and they try their best. Oh, bless their heart. They try their best to frame it in a way to make you seem like a bad person, but it's so hard because you're doing everything that any human being would want another human being to do, but they don't like that you know how well you're doing it. They don't like how you just work and work and work until you perfect it. They don't like how you don't listen to someone else giving you notes and cheat codes. They don't like how you go straight to God and God only. They wish they could do the same thing, but they just ain't got it in them. They just ain't got it in them. Not built like that. You want to know why they're not built like that? Because they're not built for this, like you are. They don't know their place. Now, what they're supposed to do is get inspiration from you. But since God made you in a way to where you're supposed to inspire people, wicked people think that they're supposed to be able to do exactly what you do. Well, who is this person? Well, I can do what that Negro do. He's only 5'9". Hey, what's going on? What's going on? He's average height. I can grow the beard too. He ain't doing nothing that's over the top great. I can do that too. Try it. It'll break you in a month. You cannot keep up with my output. I work hard every day and I can't work hard enough. I love doing this. I love doing this, man. I love life. I love pushing myself every day, every single day. I rise every day and I praise God for like 3 hours meditating, doing yoga, getting super calm, ready to conquer the day while you're sleeping. You're not ready for this, man. You're not ready for this. I've been wanting to be a business owner since I was a kid. I went in the army just to get out. Yeah, ask my family. I said, I'm gonna go in, do 6 years or so, and get out, use that trade to make money. That's what I do. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Mosai? What's going on? That's what I do. Always forward thinking. God has always given me the insight all my life to do what I need to do. My dad and my family are like, you're going to the army, you're going to die in a regular. No, I'm not. I told them exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to go in the army and get what I need to be the best version of myself. I'm going to get out, use that trade to become rich, and I'm going to retire and smoke weed. That's what I told my family I was going to do at like 15, 16 years old. I'm not even playing with it. Could you imagine being my family members watching this play out? They're freaking the fuck out. This neighbor was talking about doing this when he was like 15. What the hell is going on here? He's doing exactly what he said. That's exactly what's going down. Why am I so calm? Because God is showing me like stuff, man. Show me my life before it's happened. Show me how it's gonna play out. Show me how everybody's gonna turn against me when I get on the internet. The same way my family members did it first too. They get jealous until they realize, listen, this dude is special. We might be one of a generation. Why are we turning against them instead of, you know what I'm saying, getting on board with them? Helping this guy out, man. Could it be one of our greats that we're trying to put down and don't realize that he was great until it's too late? You know what I mean? I know how God's going to play it out. It's got to go out like this because a lot of people think that everything can be mimicked and mocked and copied and pasted. Everybody thinks that now because no one's original. So somebody like me has to come out and show, no, you can't just copy and paste everything. When God puts an anointing on someone, that's in them, man. You can try to keep up with me, but you're going to burn yourselves out on every single level. And while you're burning yourselves out, man, my power level just keeps going. I'm like a Super Saiyan, bro. Seriously, man. I mean what I say. Look, I live this, man. I does this. I really do. I mean what I say. I believe in what I do. I know God's got me. I already seen what God's going to do for me. And if you had that ability, then you would sit back and coast too. That's the way you live your life. You wouldn't be worried about no human being, man or woman, or government or nothing. Why do you think God's getting me overseas the way he is? I don't know what's going down in here in the future in the States. I don't need to. I ain't gonna be a part of it. God's getting me out of here for a reason. Better follow suit. I ain't playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing with y'all. You know, when it's time to make moves, it's time to make moves. And you're the kind of person where people, they see that you're doing this and they don't know where it's coming from. They don't know why you feel like you're him or her, but they see that you are that, and they must see the anointing on you, and they're trying to figure out why is it not on them. Well, that's part of the reason is because you're worried about what another man or woman is doing instead of looking for God in you. That's part of the problem, right? Because when you do that kind of stuff, you end up getting jealous of some people, and then you end up moving with malice and envy and jealousy, and that's sinning, and it's not good for you. You have to look at people that God give you as inspiration. You're not supposed to look at them as how can I tear them down. Listen, I've been watching I don't know what her name is, Dolores. Y'all know who she is. Dolores Cannon, I think. And she be talking about these waves of people, right? And I don't really be looking at that older stuff, but when she described that second wave of people, like, I really feel like that's me. And I heard the second wave description, I'm like, that is me, man. I don't feel like interacting with people all the time. I love being by myself. And I really don't think I'm supposed to be having kids like that. I really don't think I'm supposed to be. That's why I've been so careful to make sure I bust in these women's mouths. I am so precise on it. My pull-out game is like no other. I don't. I'm so serious about it. You don't know. You'll never meet another man that was married for or with someone for 9.5 years and never get them pregnant. Like I'm serious about it. I was like listening to her. And I'm like, I'm really, I don't know the part about where she said when you have kids, you're making karma, but I just don't. And then, having what happened with my baby mom, and it's like, I'm never going to put myself in that situation because having kids with a modern woman, you really put yourself in a vulnerable state where she has control over you. And fighting for full custody of my son, having control and women having to respect me and the way that I move, it's like, oh, he didn't just give up. No, I went to court 4 times. We're not going to play about this. You want to go ahead and have, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and make sure that the judge decide who the child is in best custody of. And we're going to keep going to court until that judge gets it right. Okay? I'm telling you, man, I move differently. You move differently. And how precise you move and the way that God is protecting you, it bothers people. Now, if they were focusing on their journey like you are, tunnel vision, I don't see no one. I don't see no other content creator, no sibling. I don't even know what, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about them. They're all healthy, family member wise, and sibling and friends. I don't know about content creators. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. I'm focused on me. So whatever anyone's doing, it doesn't affect me because it's not me. So I'm not influenced by others' style or what other people are trying to bring to the table or how others are competing with each other. I'm competing with myself. I'm showing everybody that. The way I'm showing is by how authentic I am. Everybody mimics everybody so much. Someone that's authentic stands out like a sore thumb. Okay? I've noticed that. And the best way to stay authentic is to stop watching other people. Because what happens is the way social media is set up is so you're always envious and jealous of what someone, you see the whole pyramid scheme of it. And it's like, okay, well, if I know this, step away from the matrix and stay in reality. Stay based. Stay humble, and that keeps me authentic. Operating out of my right energy. Not getting egotistical and needing to feed off of likes and all this stuff. And since I'm not addicted to, nor do I feed off of, nor does it do anything to me getting likes or dislikes or whatever, I'm able to put all of my energy into what I want to craft as an artist and not worried about how it's going to be judged. And that's why my stuff goes viral. I don't care what anybody else thinks. The energy of others doesn't affect the probability of my content or whatever reaching its greatest heights, right? I know I got some young nigga out there upset with the way I use words. Crack a dictionary, nigga. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your mama and the school that taught you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it as cool as I can, but the way I heard that young buck going off on that educated dude, I'm like, bro, you got to do better. You got to do better, man. Getting mad at that black dude for being well-spoken? Nah, bruh, we're not moving like that. Your generation gonna get it better. You ain't gonna start moving like that. You think pandering to single mothers are gonna do you good? Where's your single mother girlfriend at, homie? Weirdos, man. Weirdos. Again, this masculine energy that we're bringing on to my fellas out there, the energy you're bringing is that straight up, old school, type of gentlemanly energy that's needed right now. It's needed, man. That fatherly energy is needed right now, and it's here and it's getting done. Ladies that are moving right, your feminine energy is doing what's needed. Very few of y'all, hard to find you in the States, but I'm hearing across the, other side of the world, man, they're doing it over there and doing it well as far as basking in their femininity, which allows a man to really radiate in his masculine energy, and then y'all both can shine, as bright as possible. That's the best way to do it. Now, chopping your man's legs from underneath them by taking jabs every chance you get to keep him humble ain't working out very well for you. telling you straight up. But I just want to get on here really quickly and drop this message. I really felt that it was necessary. It was really weighing on me because you guys right here right now doing great jobs, representing the Most High in a beautiful way, and the devil's doing what they do best, or does what he does best, attacking you through spiritual warfare, mental warfare, by having people trying to mimic, copy, take away from you before you even get where you're going. And I want to reassure you that no matter what they do, they can't all bring it together like you. You know what I'm saying? You are unique. They can't do anything the way you do it, and them trying to do it the way that you do it only improves them and maybe make them into a better person, which could be what God's trying to do. But you do have some haters straight up who are just mocking you. I mean, they just don't like you, and they just mock you. But if you could see your haters like I can see mine, you would see why they're mocking you. Straight up leftovers, not even playing with you. You can see what their future is going to be, right? Bunch of boxed wine, cats, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. Maybe dogs, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully dogs, because you ladies know that when you pass away, the cats eat your lips, okay? That's what they do, all right? Definitely in the States. No problem, no problem. Yeah, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, oh, there's a lady in here. Okay, well, I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you're representing. You know, I didn't know that you were a lady at first. What's going on, sweetheart? What's going on, Queen? I just assumed that you were a male for some reason. I don't even know why. I didn't look at the last name. You know, how you doing? Yeah, y'all are, and I'm glad y'all are starting to come out a little bit more. You know, I will say that. And I appreciate you, for showing up. Ladies, always understand that we're looking for ladies. We're just being more picky. There has to be a group of guys out here that y'all know are not hooking up with whatever street cats out there, or new BBL hottie that's running around with her butt on fire trying to get it put out by your royal ride. You know what I'm saying? No. Some of us are out here doing what we're supposed to, waiting on good women, and we ain't got to worry about getting any diseases from or any hot mess stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not even worth it like that, man. Not that serious. So as we're focused, a lot of you ladies are doing what's needed, but a lot more need to step up. You got to present yourselves. That way we can be the respectful men that we are and the gentlemen we are, and show y'all what it's about. But I can guarantee y'all, if you present yourselves to a Sigma, a true Sigma, a gentlemanly Sigma, you won't be disappointed. You gotta hit Billy coming. You gotta hit Billy coming. He's gonna show off. He's gonna show off. Good old mountains. I seen that hillbilly a mile away. I seen that hillbilly coming. He was revving up too, boy. He was like, oh, there, there. You know what I'm saying? He was coming this way. I seen him. I'm like, he gonna try to show off, man. He might even try to, what is it, smog me? You know, the diesel, they try to smog you. I think he was trying to build up a smog, but it's a curve. So if he'd try to smog me, he'd been drifting around that curve. He wanted to smog my black ass though. I heard him back there, you heard that diesel revving up. He was back there, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get that here. Oh yeah, oh, I'm gonna get him. No, you didn't, boy. No, you didn't. No smog here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You know how these country boys are. Oh, there he goes over there. Here he goes. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna smog his ass. Calm down, man. Chill out. Man, it's like a Thursday. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Gas prices being the way that they are? I guess they're never expensive enough for the old white supremacists. Anyway, let me go ahead and move on with that before I get flagged. You know what I mean? Look, y'all, I guess I'm out here in this orange, and he was like, oh my God, it's like free pickings out here. Let me go and smog him. I'm telling y'all, bro was trying to smog me, but there's a little drift corner. You know what I mean? He was like, revving. I was like, this boy gonna try to get me. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you gotta love the country, man. They keep you on your toes. They keep you on your toes out here. They're like, I know you ain't getting comfortable, boy. Man, look, I'll have a good time, man. Have a good time, man. Listen, The other night I was out here, dude walked right by me, didn't say nothing. And he like works this building right here. I think he wanted to tell me like, what are you doing? But if they in a truck and it's lifted and he can haul ass up out, oh, they real big, bold, and bad. They might yell the N-word out the window. They might just do it one day. As long as they're in that truck and it's lifted and my truck ain't nowhere to be found, they real bold. Now if that bike was sitting somewhere near me, they wouldn't do it. They'd be like, oh no, they gonna chase me down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna chase you down. Yeah, you're gonna say it to my face. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say it to my face. Let me stop. I don't want y'all to think that I'm in my lower self. No. Let me tell you something. Women like, gentlemen, women like a man that is able to channel his shadow self, man. Know when to go on ahead and make it happen. Surprise her. But also know when to shut it off. You can't be wild all the time, man. Man, you can't be wild like, they can't take you nowhere when you wild like that. You know, but you gotta have a wild side, bro. Why do you, listen, y'all don't know, look, I told you, I'm like writing books, man. You gotta be like a Sigma gentleman, dude. Like, you gotta be like a gentleman in the streets, man, and a straight freak in the sheets, but they don't need to know that. You gotta move, and you gotta move a certain way. You can show women better than you can tell them. If you move in a certain way with the way you talk and the way you walk and the way you interact with them, then you already letting them know how you doing in the bedroom. And then you're just moving and looking gentle. It drives them crazy because they know that you're not out here being a dog in the streets, but you got some experience under your belt to where they're gonna always be entertained and have a good time. This means a lot to them. I'm trying to tell you, man. Can't be boring as fuck. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, gentlemen, but a lot of women cheat for this very reason. Did I get kind of boring when my old lady wanted to cheat? Absolutely. I was focused on getting things done. Should she have cheated? Absolutely not. Now she's drifting in the wind with one black kid and one white kid, looking crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I understand how women work, right? So I know how to keep them entertained. I know how to make sure they're having a good time. You know, but there's time for work and a time for play. I do understand I'm the kind of guy that don't need to be having no woman living with them right now. I don't think it's a good idea for a woman to be right underneath you all the freaking time, man. There needs to be a little bit of space, man, so there can be a little bit of wonder going on. You know what I'm saying? Can't move too fast is what I'm saying to y'all. You gotta have a good time with this. Having a great time. Ladies, if you agree or disagree, drop me a comment. Let me know something. You know, I'm trying to put the young guys on, while also trying to let you ladies know I'm very much so available. I'm not this stone cold Steve Austin type of figure, super stoic, you know, type of Alex, whatever his name is, Patama, whatever, UFC champion. No, I'm a gentleman. That's all. And I understand that I cannot be showing all my teeth to everybody. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just moving like a man's supposed to. Don't be intimidated. Why in the world would I treat a woman like I treat these dudes out here? Yes, you see me savagely destroying any male that comes into my territory, but I'm a Leo. I have a little pride, and in my pride is a little area I got. I don't bother nobody. Got my little corner of the internet, got my little corner of this mountain. I don't bother nobody. But if you step foot in my corner of the internet, i.e. Sigma male, lone wolf, whatever, your ass is mine. You walking around my house in the middle of the night, for whatever reason, I'm getting all of your information. And my cameras are recording you. They're on my house, okay? I don't play. I like my little space. We can have a good time online, but don't come over my little space playing around with me. That's when that lion's gonna come out, okay? Now that's what I do with the fellas. Ladies, I may say things to y'all in a stern way, in word thing, but it's nothing the way I destroy dudes. Dudes don't even bother with me because they know it's gonna be a scrap with words or actual, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be an easy fight, so they don't bother with it, right? Women do, because they know I'm only gonna do so much, but like dudes don't play with me, man. I ain't gotta worry about it. I'm too quiet. When dudes start talking, all I hear is want. You ain't gonna do nothing, you just talking. Ain't no real man gonna just be talking to another man they have a problem with. So you just talking. Raised by a single mother talking, right? You don't do nothing. Ain't worried about you. That's why I crush them the way I do in the comment section. There's no emotional reaction when a dude says something. Now, if it's a cute woman or something, or it's women in general, sometimes, you know what I mean? And women word things differently. They don't get upset like dudes do, and they don't say stupid shit. They say some stuff that's gonna try to sting you. Like, they make sure it's gonna sting you, right? And I can respect that. I can respect the level of intelligence being put into that. But when dudes try to, you've already lost. You're in my zone. You're in my realm trying to correct me as a man feeling safe from the other side of a screen. You're already all outside your frame. You've lost. And anything you say further just, drives the nail in the coffin. Checkmate. Period, point blank. You can't win as a male critiquing another male. Period, point blank. There's no winning in that. What are you doing checking another male? I don't be checking these dudes out here. I don't care what they do. I ain't got no business telling no grown man what to do. I ain't got no business critiquing another grown-ass man. Ain't none of my business. Dudes be out here trying to correct dudes. Nah, bro. You are not a man. You're a moving feminine energy. You don't correct grown men. You don't do stuff like that. You wouldn't correct me in person. That's feminine energy, bro. So try to be cute about it all you want to. Any of these dudes out here, these old dudes critiquing passport bros, what in the hell are you worried about what another man's doing with his ride, bro? Trying to be cute. It don't make no sense. You sound stupid. Worrying about passport bros getting unalived. Worry about the dudes in your neighborhoods getting unalived before you're worried about a few passport bros that ain't got no sense going overseas and things happen that people have no sense anywhere they go. Be careful, man. A lot of y'all are goofy. And I get it. You need to be goofy online to get your subscribers up or whatever. I'm a real one, man. I'll make you feel stupid and look stupid. Make you wish your mama would have swallowed, or at least your dad would have left you running down the left side of back of your mom's thigh. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about shit, man. You know what I mean? But look, y'all ain't gonna hold y'all up. I appreciate y'all. You know, gotta make sure that my son might order some food or something. You know, he ain't going to school tomorrow. On those kids that school made a threat, and the school just playing it off like it don't mean nothing. Oh, we got it covered. My son told me they're bringing in 2 extra police officers, and I'm like, yeah, okay, listen, I see what's going on here. Look, let me tell you something. I went in that school and I told them, hey, what race was they? Oh, they all got quiet on that. Oh, okay, well then I know. Let me tell you something. If it had been any other race other than Caucasian, it'd have been all over the news, okay? When it's Caucasians, it's like, but those are the ones that actually going to school doing it. So it's like, well, I'm gonna tell you this. My kid won't be here tomorrow to be a target, okay? Okay? So don't tell me it's going, dude, sheriff gonna tell me, oh, I got it, don't worry about it. And I told that dude, you got it, don't worry about it, I don't know you. That dude had to walk away from me, man. I was getting on, I was like, what do you mean, don't worry about it? It's an open investigation, we can't talk about it. You can't tell me as a parent, hey, my kid won't be here tomorrow then. He won't be here tomorrow. Well, you got that right, Mr. Younger. Exactly. And every parent should do that, because who's gonna trust you talking about, I got it? My nigga, you ain't got nothing. You are a sheriff working at a middle school. You are not the top tier. I am sorry. Absolutely not middle school sheriff. No. First one they'll be looking for is my son with the fro. Where was he at? Where was he at? No, you will not. No, you will not. You're making threats to go and pew to school and just, you're not. What did he tell me? He said, oh, it's not a big deal. It's been taken care of. Crazy talk from crazy people. Then things happen and they be like, we didn't know that it was a, stop it. Anyway, y'all, just had to get that out, man. I thought that was so crazy when that dude said that to me. Man, I posted that on every one of my social medias. Do you know that school called me back 3 times to get in touch with me? They called me back. I thought they didn't watch my social media. See, that's what I do with my social media. I use it the right kind of way. Man, I got almost 23,000 followers on TikTok. I got almost 1 million views on one of my videos. I told them on that, I called the school up and I told them all that stuff. Man, that principal called me back 3 times, man. and I still posted everything. I don't care, man. I don't care. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I do got a social media following. Yeah, act like you got some sense, man. Try to just, don't worry about it, I got it. Anyway, we get off here, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Don't be up too late, y'all. Got stuff to do tomorrow, all right?